So welcome to your home program. Today I'm going to focus on opening in through the neck and the shoulders, as well as stretching in through the hamstrings, because those tend to be some of the tightest areas. So let's start. Let's start right at the front of the mat, and I'll put my mic down. Now, because I had recent shoulder surgery, I'm not able to raise my left arm. So when I'm doing the poses, you can keep that in mind, that I will be doing a modification with one arm. So you can take both your arms up straight, of course. So we're going to start off at the front of the mat to prepare for sun salutation. And you can have the balls of the feet together. The heels are apart, and that helps to keep the hips parallel. Then roll the shoulder blades back, so you're opening through the chest, and you squeeze the shoulder blades back, interlace through the fingers, and slide the shoulder blades down, so you're opening in through the throat. The eyes look up, and the tip of the tongue is resting behind the top front teeth. That makes quite a difference, actually. And then you're going to breathe in, open the chest, press the wrists out, and up and off the back. This is very good for the rotator cuff, by the way. And then you exhale on your next exhale and fold forward. So first we're going to send the wrists out and up to stretch through the shoulders. You're looking straight ahead. Knees can be bent, of course. Fold forward as much as you can as you send the wrists out and back. And you're looking down. And then you can breathe in, lift, and come all the way back up. Now we'll come into our first salutation. Again, I'm just going to bring one arm up. You bring both arms up, so if you relate to this, you might need to modify one arm. And then exhale, fold forward into forward bend. I love that yoga you can modify for everything. You fold forward, breathe in, come halfway up, or the hands to the shins. And then you exhale, fold forward, come back onto all fours position. Take both arms forward, tuck the toes under. Take an in-breath, gaze up, and then exhale and child's pose high. So you're going to pull back from the shoulder blades, palming in the mat as you pull the shoulder blades down. And then you can come back up. And now we'll come up into downward dog. So lift through the hips, pull up through the bum bones, and here again, I'm doing a modified downward dog rather, to release in through my shoulder that needs to be more gentle, and you're pulling up from the core. Now just let the head dangle. Keep the lift of the bum and letting the heels fall as much as you can. And take one more breath in your downward dog, keeping that lift. And then you can bend down onto the knees. Child's pose the arms even further forward. Gaze up. You're lifting the chin, lifting the eyes, and arcing the back. So you're doing like a different kind of a cat stretch, dog tilt up. So you're pulling the bum back, lifting the tailbone high, and pressing into the palms. This helps to stretch in through the upper back to come into the neck. Keep the palms out there. Pull the bum bones back. Pull them back, downward dog-like. And then come back into all fours position. Point the toes. Now take an in-breath, gaze up, lift the eyes. And then exhale and round the spine, letting the head dangle. Take a breath in, gaze up, lift the eyes, lift the chin. And then exhale, round the spine. Feel like you're pressing your palms right through the floor. Breathe in, gaze up, lifting the bum bones high, lift the eyes, and then exhale, round again. Feel the tops of the feet pressing down as you round your spine. And last time, breath in, gaze up. And then exhale and round the spine. Okay, wonderful. Now come to a flat back tabletop position, and then we'll take the right leg out, and you want to press down through that right heel. The leg is straight. You're going to take the palms as far forward as you can. Take an in-breath, exhale back, pull back from the hips, palm the floor out there, and keep pressing this right foot down so you can stretch through the inner thigh. Do little pulses back, inner thigh. The core is pulled in, so you do like a half a giggle, little as you pull back, so you're stabilizing right from the core. And then come on back up, take the hands under, draw that right leg in. I'm going to rotate. You're going to take your left leg out, palms under the shoulders, extend that left leg out, bring the palms forward, breath in, pull back from the hips, palming the mat as you pull in from the core, pressing that left foot down strongly to activate the inner thigh. Pulse back, pressing the hips, breathing, and then you can come back up, taking the hands under the shoulders, and then come back into all fours position. Tuck the toes under, take an in-breath, gaze up, arc the back, and then exhale, rise into downward dog. And again, I can't straighten my left arm yet, so you might be a little bit higher. Let the heels drop, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Keep the lengthening through the legs. Keep the bum bones rising in your downward dog. And then walk your hands in and come into a forward bend and bend your knees. Your feet are apart and take your stomach in contact with your thighs. So bend enough that you can get that connection. And then see if you can straighten the legs a little. So you're in your forward bend, you've got chest, abdomen connecting to the thighs, lengthen through the backs of the legs. Keep on pulling up from the core. Let's go for 3 more breaths. Deepen the heat of the pose. So keep the core contracted in and up. Then let the head dangle completely, so you're going to get some traction through the back of the neck. So you can turn your head from side to side too, just to release the neck. And 1 more breath. So we did about 4 breaths here in forward bend. And then let your arms dangle raggedy end like, keep the core strong, and slowly uncurl. So you're letting your head go. Come all the way up, lifting, press the shoulder blades back, and then with the legs just hip width apart, let the arms dangle and let the arms come all the way around. Look up, so you want to be on a diagonal, so you're opening in through the front of the neck, in through the throat. And then once again, take the hands behind, interlace through the fingers, slide the shoulder blades down, feet are apart. Take an in-breath, and then exhale, fold forward, reaching out as you can see with the chin. So you are looking ahead. Your eyes gaze ahead, past the mat, so about ahead 2.5 feet. And that gives you more length to your spine. Where your eyes go, your spine tends to go. And if you're a horseback rider, you'll know that. The horse goes where you look. So you really want to have that sense of length by reaching out with, I know it sounds funny, but reaching out with the eyes. That helps the top of the head reach forward. Now you reach the wrists out. Take a big breath. Open through the chest in your forward bend. Now let the head drop completely. So you're lengthening through the back of the neck. Keep your breathing strong. And then you can breathe in and come all the way back up. Lifting. Okay, let the arms drop. Let your arms dangle. And then standing with the feet hip width apart again. 1 more time, let the arms dangle. This is effortless. You're just penduluming the arms around and letting them slap the body as you come around. Arms are heavy. Now look up. So you're opening in through the shoulders. And come back to your center. Now we'll come down into seated position with the legs coming straight in front. Now from here, pull the bum bones back. So just grab onto the butt cheeks, pull back, and then have the balls of the feet coming together. And I'm going to show you the position. The balls of the feet are together, the heels are apart, so your legs are straight. And that way the outsides of the feet are parallel. That's key for the hips. So bum is back, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Feel free to bend the knees and forward bend because this can be nasty. You're going to breathe in, gaze up, pull the toes back, reach the heels out. Fold forward from the waist as much as you can so the shoulders are down. You reach forward. Now pulse there, reaching. Now, way back when I was in university, they told us that pulsing, any ballistic stretching was bad. And since then, the science has shown us from surface EMG that it's actually good because it's working the connective tissue, ligaments. So this is a good thing to do to help lengthen and strengthen the low back. So you're reaching forward, pulsing, extending from the low back. Do keep the toes pulling back so you can get the heels and the Achilles. And then come on back up. All right. Now take the hands behind, the fingers are turned in. You're having your hands back about 9 inches. Now with your feet apart, press into the feet, take an in-breath, lift, open through the chest and let the head come back. Now again, with surgery, I can only come up to a certain point. You might bring your bum really, really high. Oh, there it goes. And you're gonna let your head come back. Keep on sending the tailbone out. Keep pressing into the insides of the feet so you get the inner thighs activated. And then one more breath, bridging up. And then come down. Excellent. Okay, great. And then you can straighten the legs out. Get right to the front of the bum bones again. One more forward bend, this time reaching forward. Reach up from the sternum, the chest bone is coming forward. Toes come back, reach out so you lengthen through the back. You lengthen forward with the chest, pulling the baby toe side back so you've got the legs, toes way back. Reaching forward, breath. And just remember, if you need to bend the knees, because this can be so hard for the lower hamstrings, and you're reaching forward, and then come on back up. Now we'll take the hands behind and keep the bum down and flex into the bum. So pull the toes back, reach the heels out, open through the backs and the knees. Take an in-breath, gaze up, open through the chest. We're gonna stay here for 5 breaths as you press into the palms and lift the rib cage. Opening through the chest and shoulders. Stay with your breathing. Keeping the chest open, legs active, pulling toes back. Keep the streaming breath in and out through the nose. Keep the legs active. Keep pressing the bum bones down. That'll activate. You'll need to use your core to pull in to get that lift of the rib cage. One more breath. Okay, great. And then you can release. And we'll come into one-legged forward fold. So we're going to take the right leg in, and I'll just show you from the front. I'm going to take that right leg in, lift from the core, square to the front, extend forward over the leg. So you get the toes pulling back, you're reaching forward, and I'll just show you from the side. Get that reach so you're really coming up towards the front of the bum as much as you can, and that will help to get the top of the hamstring over time or now, just depending. And you keep pulling back from the toes as you reach and extend forward. Reach out from the rib cage, keep the shoulders dropped, keep the leg active, come into your breath. Getting that reach forward. Remember to be as gentle as you can, but also active in the muscles, meaning pull the thigh up in here, right in here, actively lifting. And that will pull the hip back more as you reach. 2 more breaths. Okay, beautiful. Now in this position, take the left leg on top, and we're going to come into spinal twist. So come up nice and tall and take the right arm around, the left arm behind, press into the palm, turn and look back. So you're lifting from the bottom of the spine. Stay with your breathing. Pulling up. Keep the weight evenly distributed through both sides of the bum. Looking back. And now you can come back to the center, rotate, and then we'll take that the right leg out, taking the opposite foot in, taking it into the inside, lift from the low back. So you're right at the front of the bum bones. Pull the toes back. Breathe in, extend out over the leg. Keep pressing this foot into the inner thigh because that'll help to turn the knee out and to lift you from your hip. So all the activation of the muscles helps to square you forward. Your toes come back, you reach forward, and keep the shoulders down as you pull the baby toe side back. That'll get everything, every toe. And reach forward. Lengthen from the low back. Again, really reach forward. Opening through the chest. You can drop your chin a bit as you reach the top of the head forward and out. Keep that length through the torso, shoulders dropped, back pretty flat. You're going to round at the bottom. But keep the leg active as you do. One more breath. And then you can breathe in, come on back up. Now you can take this leg across, pull the knee in, wrap the arm around low so that you really lift. By pulling the arm in, that'll lift your low back. Take that hand behind, lift from the rib cage, gaze back. And here again, feel both hips pressing down. So attempt not to shift over to one side, but keep the weight even. And look back. The gaze back helps to turn you. Do any little wiggling you need to do to release the neck or shoulder. And one more breath. And then you can gently release. Okay, super. Next, just uncross that leg. One more forward bend. So pull the butt cheeks back. Get right to the front of the bum. Reach and extend forward. Again, the toes pull back. Reaching out. Lengthen. And then you can breathe in. Come on back up. Okay, super. Next, we're going to do a little further stretch in through the neck and shoulders. So come on into any comfortable seated position. It could be kneeling, it could be with the legs in front, and come into your tall spine. Now let the ear drop down to the left, and then just take the hand to the bottom of the ear. This arm, right hand, press it under. So go under yourself somewhere, plant it, and then lift from your low back and your waist to come right up from that right side. Keep the shoulder dropped as you bring the ear down to the shoulder. Breathing in and out through the nose. Keep the back lifted. So try not to do this. Try not to sit back and round, but lift to the front of the bum. That will help to get that low back lifting. And then you can release. Come on down. And now, can I do this with my shoulder? Nope. So I'm going to demonstrate on this side again. And then you're going to come right down. Keep lifting out of the low back. Bring the ear down towards the shoulder. Stay with your breathing as you lift through the spine. And then come on back up. Good, we're going to do that one more time. So again, I'm going to repeat this side. Grab at the bottom of the ear, breathe in. Exhale over. Bringing the ear to the shoulder. And just so you know, we're stretching here. Sternocleidomastoid. Really, really helpful for releasing the front and side neck. And then breathe in, come back up. And again, I'm going to repeat this side because of my shoulder. Come on over to the other side, of course. Bringing the ear down, lifting from the base of the spine. Breath in and out through the nose. Okay, wonderful. And then you can release. Now we'll come down onto your backs again, finishing there. And you're going to draw the legs in. Now bring the legs up in the air. Finish with a happy baby. Let the knees bend to the outside. Hold on to the feet or the ankles or the shins, and then bend and let the knees come to the outside so you can stretch into your low back. Shoulders relax. Do a gentle rock now, side to side. And then you can let the heels drop. Relax the arms. Let the legs straighten. And then the best way to finish is to let your whole body go and to relax down into the floor. And of course, this is the lying relaxation, the best part, the Shavasana. You turn the palms up to the ceiling. You wriggle your shoulder blades under so that the front of the body opens. And as you rest back, you're breathing in and out through the nose. So you get a really great relaxation effect from a fuller breath, but naturally. You don't have to breathe in deeply. And the entire back of the body sinks into the floor. So you're letting go, releasing. Feeling the shoulders rest back. Feeling the weight of the head on the floor. And then gently let your head roll from side to side. And then relaxing to the center again. Your feet are rolled out completely, soft and limp. Backs of the knees are open. And you feel the weight of the heels on the floor. Feel the weight of the calves. Feel the backs of the knees open. And then feel the weight of the buttocks on the floor. The front thighs released and open. And feel the weight of the low back released. The spine lengthened. The shoulder blades, again, completely back. And the weight of the arms on the floor. Allowing everything to be heavy and soft. And feeling into the shift that could have occurred in your muscles, in your circulation, in your consciousness. That opened the body to the moment of the breath and to this very moment of existence where all we're doing is breathing and lengthening, opening all the musculature, all the muscles, so that you can access a greater inner length, which will help with circulation, which will help to still the mind as the body lets go more and more, and allows you to feel very present, allowing the mind to be present in this very moment. And I know how common a term that is, but really what's happening is nothing else can arise in our minds. It's the feeling of surrendering right into the floor, the entire weight of the body. Let's lie for a moment in silence, letting go. Feel free to wiggle a little to let more of your body in contact with the floor. And then with awareness on your breathing, take in a deeper breath. And completely exhale. And again, take in a deeper breath. And completely exhale. Okay, wonderful. Now, just bend the knees. Bring your feet flat on the floor. And then hug the right knee in first. And then the left knee. Pull the knees in wide to stretch once again in through the low back. And bring your heels into the air. Now this time from your happy baby position, lengthen the legs a little bit. or a lot. I've got short legs, so this is easy. But just hold on maybe behind the calves if you can't reach the feet. And pull the legs towards you. And then bring them together. They were wide, now together. And then let the heels drop. Tuck the knees in. Pull the knees into the torso. And then you can gently roll over to your right side and take a moment just lying in fetal position. Take your hand under for a pillow, letting yourself go. Take another deep breath in. And then you can come on back up. Come on up to seated position. Take a moment just to settle and to feel your body upright again. And then just feel really great. You took this time to take care of your body and enjoy how you feel for the rest of the day. Enjoy.